Welcome back, creative friends. Today we're going to visit Claude Monet, French artist, in Giverny, his garden in Giverny. This is the Japanese footbridge, one of his most famous paintings, and his water lilies. You'll find that in many of his paintings in his special garden in Giverny. So today's project is going to be taking the idea of the footbridge in his garden in Giverny and doing a watercolor using waxy, oily type materials to create the trees and the water lilies, and then we'll use a wash or watercolor. But then we're going to actually build the bridge using the stuff I found in my yard to make the Japanese footbridge. This is going to be a fun one. All right, let's see how I do. So at this point, you should have the lines of the willow tree, and I did some U's and V's in not a pattern, but random to fill the space so it looks like the other trees. And the grass, I actually made a triangular shape going out into the distance that makes it look three-dimensional. And then the blades of grass. You can see that here in the painting. See the trees. The willow are lines coming straight down. The other trees make little lines like U's and V's. And then you'll see underneath the bridge how it comes to a V to make it look like it's in perspective going off into the distance. And then the actual lily pads that are floating on the top of the water, you'll notice that the ones far away are itty bitty. And as you go further down the painting, you'll notice that they get larger in their little groups. And also in the water, you'll also notice that there's some reflection lines from the trees and the grass in the water. You can see that. You can see dark, there's dark there. You see light lines, that's where the light lines are coming from. You can do a little comparison. And that's what we're gonna do now. We're going to then do all of the shapes in between with a wash of watercolor. So what I've done was take a piece of paper towel. You can use a napkin, you can use an old piece of paper, printer paper, and I put it on a plate so that when I use the watercolor and I just blot bright bits of color, I won't get it all over my workspace. I've been reusing all of my paper towels for the last 2 weeks and saving papers and saving trays and plates so that we don't waste. So what I'm going to do is actually take this paper now that it's dry, and I'm going to make little tiny lilies for my lily pads. And I'll show you how easy it is. You can use a scissor or you can tear it. You can use tissue paper if you have tissue paper, but I don't have colorful tissue paper, only white. But I'd rather not waste when I know I had extra pieces of paper towel laying around.